Hello, math superheroes. Pencil here, ready to take you on a number crunching adventure through the Bristol Grammar School 11 Plus arithmetic paper. We're going to tackle all sorts of arithmetic puzzles, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and maybe a few sneaky trick questions. Don't worry, I'll show you step by step how to solve them, so you can feel super confident and even have fun while doing it. And guess what? With a bit of focus, clever thinking, and maybe some help from me, you can conquer this paper like a maths champion. So grab your pencils. Oh wait, that's just me. Question 1. 677 plus 236. So let's use the column method here. And we start with the column on the right. So let's start with the ones column here. 7 plus 6 is 13 ones, so we carry that 1. Then we have 1 plus 7 plus 3, which is 11. So we write 1 at the top of the 6. And then 1 plus 6 plus 2 is 9 hundredths. So we write 9 under the line. So the correct sum is 913. Question 2. Work out 983 minus 764. So we'll use the column method once more. 3 is smaller than 4, so we exchange 1 10 for 10 ones. So that becomes 13 take away 4, which is 9. We now have 7 take away 6, which is 110. And we have 9 hundredths take away 7 hundredths, which is 2. So 219 is our answer. Okay, question 3. 258 plus 259, and we give our answer in numerals with no spaces. So with this being said, we have 8 plus 9, which is 17 ones. Since each column can only have digits from 0 to 9, again we write 7 under the line and exchange the 10 ones for 110 above here. So 1 plus 5 is 11, so we write 1 under here and 1 above the 2. Now for the hundreds column, we have 1 plus 2, which is 500. So 517 is our answer. Fantastic. Question 4. Work out 0.537 multiplied by 1,000. Now to multiply a number by 10, we move all the digits to the left by one place value. The same is true when multiplied by 1,000, except we need to move the digits by 3 place values. So in 0.537, there is a 0 in the ones column, and that is here. If we shift all the digits by 3 places, the 7 will be in the ones column. So again, we have to shift them by 3 places. So that's going to be moving 1 space, then we have another space, and then we have another. So now we know the 5 will be in the 3rd position for the 5, 3, 7. So our answer is 537. Question 5. 398 added to 553. So once again, 8 plus 3 is 11 ones. So again, each column can only have digits from 0 to 9. So we write 1 under here and exchange the 10 ones for 110 and move it to the tens column. We then have 1 plus 9 plus 5, which is 15. So we put the 5 at the bottom and carry the 1 at the top. Likewise here, 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 9. So we have 9 hundredths, and that's 951. Okay, 576 minus 287. So 6 is smaller than 7, so we have to exchange 110. So that then becomes 6, and that's 16. So 16 take away 7 is 9. Once again, as 110 was exchanged into ones, we're left with 6 tens, which is less than 8. So then we have to exchange 100 from here. So that becomes 4, and that's 16 take away 8, which is 8. And the hundreds, we only have 4 hundreds left. So 4 take away 2 is 2. 289 is our answer. You're doing really well. So let's keep up the great work. Don't forget to pause the video at any time, attempt the question, and then press play to see if you got the same as me. Okay, we're now multiplying 342 by 3. So again, if we look at the ones column, 2 times 3 is 6 ones. And then if we look at the tens column, 4 times 3 is 12. So we put the 2 here, we carry the 1 on top. Then 3 times 3 plus 1 is the same as 9 plus 1, and that's 10. So it's 1026. Okay, question 8. Multiply 59 by 7. So again, 9 times 7 is 63. Remember, we exchanged 60 of these for 6 tens. So again, we're left here with 3 and the 6 on the top. And then we have to do 5 times 7 plus the 6, which is 41. So again, we just put 41 here, and 413 is our answer. Question 9. 17 multiplied by 43. So essentially what we'll do here is we can actually flip the multiplicand and the multiplier to make the calculation easier for us, since multiplication is commutative. So what we'll do is we'll have 43 by 17. So first we go ahead and calculate 43 by 7. Then we calculate 43 by 10. So that's splitting the 17 into 10 and 7. So again, 3 sevens are 21, 4 sevens 28 plus 2 is 30. We then put our place value holder. 3 times 1 is 3, 4 times 1 is 4. We add that together, 731 is our answer. I hope that was clear. Let's go for question 10. Again, we are going to use our long division here. So 8, 3, 20 divided by 26. Does 26 go into 8? Nope. So again, you can see that we now will try 26 with 83. We know it goes in 3 times because 26 times 3 is 78. So we minus our 78 from here. And 5 is a remainder. We then bring the 2 down, so that's 52. We'll then go with 26 into 52. We know that this is happening twice, so we put a 2 here. Again, we have 0 as our remainder, so we just put a 0 here. So 320 is our answer. Okay, question 11. 5,551 divided by 13. Once again, does 13 go into 5? That's a 0. Does 13 go into 55? Yes, we know it goes 4 times. As 13 times 4 is 52. We minus it, we're left with 3. And we bring the other number down, which is 35. Again, does 13 go into 35? Yes, it does. That's twice. We subtract that. So we get 9. And then we bring that 1 down, which is 91. Does 13 go into 91? Yes, it does. And that is 7 times. So our answer here would be 427. Okay, question 12. 5,726 divided by 14. Once again, we start off by saying, does 14 go into 5? No, it does not. But does it go into 57? Yes, it does. 4 times. As we know, 14 times 4 is 56. We subtract that and we get 1. Don't forget to bring your 2 down. Does 14 go into 12? It does not. So then we bring in the 6 as well. 126. Yes, it does. And that's 9 times. So 409 is our answer. It will take some time to get used to long division. But remember, like we say, practice makes perfect. Okay, question 13. Again, we have to use BIDMAS here. Remember, that is brackets, indices, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. and this tells us the order of operations we need to follow. So you notice brackets here, so we go ahead and start with those. So that is 3 squared plus 2. And within that, we also start with the indices, meaning the square number. So that's the same as saying 9 plus 2, which is 11. Then the next step is division and multiplication. So 6 times 11 is 66, plus the 4 is 70. So our answer here is 70. Okay, question 14. Again, we use BIDMAS. And we start with 4 squared minus 5. 4 squared is the same as 16 minus 5, which is 11. The next step is then division and multiplication. 11 times 3 is 33, plus the 2, and 35 is our answer. Okay, we move to 15. Again, we need to remember BIDMAS here. So we start with our brackets. 3 squared is 9, 9 take away 5 is 4. The next step is division and multiplication. 4 times 20 is 80, plus 19 is 99. And there we are. Beautiful. And with that being said, team, that brings us to the end of our paper. Boom! You've zoomed through the Bristol Grammar 11 Plus Arithmetic paper. From tricky calculations to your BIDMAS operations. Remember, the key is practice, confidence, and a little bit of fun. And that's exactly what we just did. If you loved this adventure, hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and share this video. I think this is definitely worth subscribing to. Let's spread the maths magic. I'll be back soon with more number challenges, tips, and fun tricks. So until then, keep your brains sharp and your pencils ready. Thank you, team.